Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Win and welcome back to another video. We have brand new details about PUBG New State that just released today. And if you're not sure what's going on with New State, this weekend they're going to be running their very first gameplay test ever. So in less than 24 hours, I will be live streaming that and we'll be able to see how the game works for the very first time. Now, on their website, just published a few minutes ago, the creation date is June 11th here. You can see we've got some brand new game guides, details, screenshots, and for the first time, an actual look at the map Troy. So we'll be able to break down the brand new 8x8 kilometer map. I do want to say in that live stream, by the way, that I have later today, I did pick up an Android tablet as well as my OnePlus phone, so we'll be able to test this game on both sizes of devices. So I'm really excited about it, and they just launched a gameplay trailer on their channel. I reacted to that. I'll put a link below if you guys want to check out my last video. But with that being said, let's hop into these brand new articles that they put on their website. And of course, I do want to read this disclaimer. Anything that you see here is subject to change. This is an alpha, which means this is an early test of the game. It is subject to change based on player feedback. So you might see stuff in here that could ultimately change when the finished version of the game comes out later. So first up, we actually have some screenshots of the user interface. We have a mode selection. It looks like right now at launch, or at least in the alpha, there's only one map, which is Troy. But like I said, that is an 8x8 kilometer map. It's the same size as Erangel and Miramar from PC PUBG and PUBG Mobile. One thing to note here is that there is a team mode. It says solo, classic squad, and team up squad. So it looks like there are two different types of squad gameplay. I really don't know what the difference is. We'll have to wait and see what that's all about. Of course, TPP and FPP and auto matching can be turned off. So if you guys want a solo squad, you can do that. One thing to note, I don't see duos. I do not see any duos. That's interesting. Solo and squads. That's pretty cool. We do have first person perspective though, which is nice. Bronze 5, we've got like a ranking system. So that just this first screenshot alone has so much info to unpack, as well as a training mode that you can enter into. I like this. This looks really clean. I will say the PUBG mobile interface, there's a lot of stuff going on. Cheer Park, training modes, all these different maps. There's arena, there's Evo ground. There's a lot of stuff going on. I kind of like this clean season 1 feel. And now we get into the exciting part, BP and the store. Okay, well, not that part. I'm not trying to spend all my money in this game too, but what I meant is the screenshots of like how it looks when we're standing in the lobby. That's the exciting part. Of course, there is a BP store. We can get some of these skins. A lot of these are from PC PUBG. I feel like New State is like really close to the PC version of the game, because PUBG Mobile has started to get really crazy with all these events, Godzilla, all kinds of things that were never in the PC version. PUBG New State might try to be a little more closely linked with PC PUBG. Daily missions for collecting BP. We know, this stuff. Of course, we're going to see this. Game results. And there it is, my friends. The map of Troy. We'll check this out in a second, but we've got game results. Kind of showing like kills, damage, ranking. You get some, BP and all that stuff from winning. That's something that we are familiar with. But here we go. We've got a new map to check out. This is an 8x8 kilometer map. And it looks like it's going to be the majority, like we've seen from screenshots, a lot of grassland, like forests and stuff. Kind of in the middle here, it looks a little rocky and desert-like. I'm not sure what these paths are. I guess this is the results screen that shows where each player kind of went. So it looks like this orange player might have, crossed the river, got a kill here, moved up here, died. His teammates like ran in a straight line or something. There's a timeline here, killing all these players. So like on the 4th, I'm looking above me right now here. Let me zoom out so you guys can see. It looks like above it says, 4 minutes in, you got to kill the M7. 5 minutes in, a kill with the that's the AK. The AK ran somebody over. 8 minutes in, got an Uzi kill. So actually, and then it looks like someone died. So it kind of shows you all of the events and the progression. But if we look at the actual map here, this is pretty interesting. We have a river cutting through the bottom. We have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5 bridges here, but it looks like the water is not a major factor. These little islands down here that are kind of cut off by the river, they're very far south, and there is a lot of solid land to play on here. Obviously, ocean going all the way around the outside. The north might have a lot of mountains and hills here too. And then this looks like a low-lying kind of like desert. Maybe this is like a canyon or something. Lots of cities, though. Lots of points of interest. We got right here. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can count like almost a dozen big kind of urban-looking areas. And it's to the north here that it starts to get a little bit more into the rural area. Not so much going on. We do have a road going all the way around the outside, though. That's something that I think I love about, like, Miramar and Erangel. There's quite a few roads, so this is interesting. But this is it. We've got a first look at the map. With all the trailers that they've released, they have not actually showed what the map looks like at all, and this is our very first look. And again, subject to change. Could be a little different. That was the bulk of what I wanted to show you guys. There's a few more articles here that we can check out. There's a game guide. Hello, survivors, blah, blah, blah. Like, again, I will link these if you guys want to read it in detail. But we've got Team Up Squad mode. So here we go. This is the new mode that we were actually just questioning on the previous page. Team Up Squad mode brings a whole new spin to the DBNO down but not out state. In this mode, you can recruit players in DBNO state to your squad. If one of your teammates has been downed, you can revive them and keep your squad together. You can also recruit enemies who are down but not out to your squad. Each squad can have up to 4 members. This is kind of interesting. I'm not quite sure how to take this, but my guess, maybe down but not out is like a well-known thing. I've never heard of that before, but all I know is sometimes when my teammates die, they quit and then they disconnect. Could I take like a dead, like instead of reviving him because he disconnected, could I take an enemy who's not, like down but not out and like revive them and say, hey, join my squad, like we need a 4th guy? Can you do that? That'd be really interesting. But yeah, here we go. We've got some more screenshots here with like the HUD. So you can revive somebody, but there's a die button. So I guess you can be like, nah, I'm good. I want to back out and die. Weapon customization. This is really interesting. So if we look at the screenshots here, we've got a VSS. And it looks like they're adding a custom kit. And just like that, now the VSS has improved attachment slots, including changing the scope. That's really interesting. So we hit this customized kit right here, and now all of a sudden the VSS has new attachment slots, and boom, right here, the VSS has a 3x on it. We don't have that in any of the PUBG games that I've ever played. The VSS has that fixed scope that you cannot change, but it looks like we've got some weapon customizations that you can do in the game as well. They're in the middle of a battle, 85 alive, and they're kind of upgrading their weapons as they go. Oh, here we go. Drone store. And we've got a green flare gun. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to make another video, man. Blue flare guns, red flare guns. I just made a yellow flare gun. Now we have a green flare gun. And this is the money that we talked about. So there is that currency that's being used in-game. And it looks like there's a drone store. So you can buy all kinds of custom kits, deployable shields, meds, adrenaline syringe, but there's a green flare gun. This is interesting. The drone store in New State showcases items purchasable by drone credits, a currency lootable during gameplay. Drone credits are a currency that can be found as a lootable item and allows you to make purchases from the drone store. Your drone credits balance is displayed. Before finalizing your order, choose a location where your drone will deliver your items. Deliveries take time, so this sounds like almost like calling in a flare, but you can customize what you want to have in it. So make sure to be aware of your surroundings. Purchase items are packed in a box and delivered by drone. The item box is lootable by any player, aka enemies can come and kill you and take your drone of loot. So it looks like there's like a box around here. Maybe the drone can go in anywhere in that location. Interesting. What does the green flare do? We have a green flare. I'm curious. I think there's one more page that we can check out, and then see what's there. Gameplay features. All right. There it is. Green flare gun. Thank you. Use the green flare gun in PUBG New State to revive a fallen teammate. That's a game changer. Wow. That reminds me of Payload. But that's not like, this isn't a special mode. This is the main classic match where you can revive fallen teammates. The green flare gun is a single-use consumable item usable during any phase of the game. It can be obtained through field drops or from the drone store with no purchase limit. So you can keep calling your teammates back again and again. Once you fire the green flare towards the sky, select a single teammate to revive. Oh, man. Friendships are going to be broken. Who are you going to pick, man? There's 2 people. I guess it's going to come down to KD. There we go, guys. KD is finally going to matter. Which teammate is better to call back? Teammates can be revived once they've been dead for 90 seconds. I see. So they can't die and you're immediately like, all right, you're coming back. You can't do that. You have to wait a minute and a half. So you do have to survive if like you're still in a fight. Teammates get revived from a plane where the green flare gun was fired. I know it says plane. I think they meant plane. Revived players do not start with any gear or items. So they come back completely naked and have to re-get their entire loadout. Interesting. Oh, here it is. Yeah, choose a teammate to redeploy. Is it number 2 or number 3? Oh my gosh. And then they're going to come back in. They're going to fly in, and that's pretty interesting. That's kind of insane, dude. I like that, though. Imagine you're having a crazy game. You got 20 kills, and you die to something dumb. And your teammate can call you back, and then you can keep going and finish off that epic chicken dinner. That sounds really cool. Maybe you could even get to your own body and loot it if no one else does. That would be nice. All right, electric cars. Electric cars in PUBG New State are sleek, lightweight, and travel at high speeds. Remember, this is futuristic. Troy is 2051. Due to the advanced materials and build quality, the chassis isn't just lighter, it's stronger and more durable than ordinary vehicles. Let's see. Accelerate quickly will and reach very high speeds with the electric car's boost function. The power required to engage the boost will eat up energy from the electric battery quickly. Okay, so obviously going faster drains the battery faster. Driving inside the blue zone also rapidly depletes the battery. Dang, dude. So if you're in the blue zone and you're like, all right, we're just going to take the car, it's going to rapidly deplete the battery. So I feel like being in the blue is even more dangerous now because the vehicles are not going to be able to be as useful. EV battery, so the battery will recharge the vehicle. That's pretty cool. And then, of course, there's trams. There's these new trains that we saw. Search drones. So the drone's something we saw from the very first release trailer. It looks like you can move around, kind of scope out the battlefield. This reminds me of PUBG Mobile when they did the Arctic mode and you could fly around Vikendi and kind of get some surveillance. The deployable shields, we saw that as well. It looks like there's a big shield and a little personal shield. That's pretty cool. Dyneema Vest. The Dyneema Vest is more effective than standard armor against close and mid-range effective ammo types. 9mm, 5.56, 45 ACP. Compared to standard armor, the Dyneema Vest is less capable of withstanding damage from 7.62, 12 gauge, and 300 Magnum ammunition. So 300 Magnum. Do we have AWM confirmed? Which are generally more effective to mid to long range. That's interesting, man. Damage reduction plus 35%. Additional damage reduction plus 10% for those bullet types. 5.56, 9mm, and ACP. I don't know, man. Do I want a vest that's going to make you more susceptible to 7.62 and sniper shots? I don't know about that. I might just stick with the regular vest. But hey, they've got different types of armor. That's pretty unique. Opening vehicle doors. This is something that we saw in the trailers, and we were like, is that real? Or is this just like computer graphics? But no, this is real. You can open the door and use it for cover. And then the door can actually fall off. But you can keep driving. What is this? Tap the trunk icon to access the loot. No way! The trunk icon to access the loot items stored inside. No way! You can store stuff inside of the car? That's awesome! So you could pull up to a compound and be like, all right, everybody run inside, grabbing meds, grabbing grenades, ammo, shove it in the trunk, and then you keep going. This makes the whole surviving and the actual scavenging for loot so much more interesting because now you're not limited to whatever you can just carry in your backpack. You can have a whole cache of items hidden in the trunk. You could wipe a squad, go up to their car, pop the trunk, and boom, a gold mine of ammo and meds and stuff. That's so cool. That's actually insane. All right, wow. So we have a lot of new stuff. I'd have to say my favorites by far, though, the green flare gun for respawning. The trunk with loot in the back is so cool. Obviously, there's things like shields. There's drones. That's pretty interesting. There's new types of vests and stuff. There's batteries instead of gas. But wow, the loot, the trunk is awesome. Reviving green flare guns, that's also really, really awesome. There was a couple other things too. The customization kits giving your VSS a 3x and 8x. I don't know. That's pretty dope too. But there's a lot of new stuff. And like I said, we have less than a day to go before we're all going to be able to play, or at least those of us that have access are going to be able to play PUBG New State and see what this is all about. So I hope you guys will tune into my stream tomorrow. I've got a lot of cool new things that I'm excited to surprise you guys with and show you. But this is going to be the next big battle royale game. And mobile, question mark? I guess only time will tell. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, the links will be below if you guys want to read some of the more in-depth details that I kind of skimmed over. But that's all I have for you today. So I will see you guys next time.